Hey, first grade families. I wanted to make a quick video to make sure that you guys know how to take on this remote learning packet should we have another remote learning day soon. So this is the guy that you'll find in the back of your student's green folder. There's some information here on how it works. This is kind of like your checklist for what your student needs to do. Each day we have a remote learning day. There are actually 8 different activities that they need to do, and they're listed for them right here. And then in the back are optional activities, which of course are optional. So how it works is the next day that we have a remote learning day will be day 2. And so on day 2, you will have them come over here and they're going to practice reading these R-blend words, and they will practice decoding, sounding out, whatever their skill level is. They will read those words, and you will sign right there that they have done so. Flip over here and you have a spelling words grid. So there are lots of different ideas here that your child can choose one that they prefer to do with their spelling words. So you go to day 2. These are the words that they'll use, and they'll complete their spelling activity using those words. And of course you sign right there to show that they've done so. There's also this blank page on the back if their spelling word activity includes needing writing space. Then we've got spotting sight words. You go to day 2. Here's some sight words that they can go through to make sure that they know, and then sign to show that they've done so. Here is a reading log. So days at home are a great opportunity to get some extra reading in. So if you'll encourage your child to do so and just write any books that they may read there so we can see what they're reading. Here is their writing for the day. We are getting ready to start on our opinion piece. So they have not written an opinion piece yet, but they can write a story. They can write a how-to. It's kind of a free write to give them the opportunity to write. There's blank pages in here for them to write on, and once those are used up, you're welcome to use whatever you may have at home. Then into the math. So they have 3 math things that they'll do. So if we're on day 2, you look at day 2. They will find the answers to these equations and write those in, and you'll sign right there showing that they've done so. They'll have a number of the day. They can choose any of these numbers that they want to take on, and their goal is to use a piece of paper and show 4 ways to make that number. So they can use, they can do so in equations, they can draw pictures. They know the different strategies that we use. We do this about every day in class. So number of the day, show 4 ways to make that number. And over here, they have word problems. So your student needs to choose 1 word problem every time you have a remote learning day, and they need to answer that problem. They should know that there are 2 things to do every time they're answering a word problem. They need to come up with an equation, and then they need to do a drawing that proves their thinking. So they need to do both of those. And then the last 2 pages are your optionals, and I just put these in here because there's some fun activities, ideas in here for you to spend time with your kid, either inside or out while they're home with you. Otherwise, that's all that they're responsible for on a remote day, and then you just stick it back in the back side of their green folder. Hope this was helpful. Thanks. Bye.